Today on Indie Attack, we're back with more Locomalito. I am Woody.
And I am Kelson.
And today we are going to talk about EFMB, also known as Endless Forms Most Beautiful. This is actually a straight-up remake of an old-school game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a game I've never played before, so this is me.
It was British.
It's the same name,
yes.
Even Endless Forms Most Beautiful.
Just sort of something that was lost in history, I suppose.
It's a member of kind of, there's like the weird item collection genre of you have to, your Qbert kind of a thing.
Yeah!
Or I think Clue Land kind of has the same setup where you have a certain number of items on screen and you have to collect all of them.
Right.
And then that advances the level. And this is sort of a pseudo-platformer.
It's like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. You start at the top of the screen, and you work your way down to the bottom of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can move either by scrolling off the sides, which moves you up or down a level, depending on which side you exit off of, or you can press down on certain platforms.
Yeah.
And you have to collect all of these little crystal things. Once you collect all of the items in the level, you will move on to the next level. All of the levels are randomly generated.
Yeah.
Randomly generated positions for everything, randomly generated enemies, randomly generated items.
Yes, and yes, tiles, everything.
Yeah. And
I think that I really get, it's funny, just, having played all of Locomalito's games now, or just about all of them, I really get why he was in love with this concept.
Yeah, this is a neat game.
It is, and I get why he would want to keep it alive, and because it is one of precision, timing, and mastery,
Yeah, and it's the kind of game that works well for randomly generated stuff, because this is a screen. It's not necessarily like a level-based game where you have to go through a series of levels.
Exactly.
Because, I always have a problem with randomly generated levels not being as interesting as they could if you sat down and designed them.
Right.
But the levels are going to be really simple anyway with how this game is styled.
Exactly.
So it really doesn't matter. And it ends up, it doesn't matter, and then there's, 10 million level combinations, or however many combinations there's going to be because it's randomly generated.
So then ultimately it's like, you could have, a lesser developer could have been lazy about that, but the random, just the maps being different is just like a huge deal, with this kind of a game.
And then there's also randomized enemies too,
Mm-hmm.
There's I think I ran into about 10 or 15 different enemy types.
Likewise, and I feel like some of them almost function like a mini-boss. The giant, snake, essentially, that crawls down. I felt like that was almost... It fit the niche of a mini-boss for me that was exciting. I was like, oh, okay, the action is greater than you suspect when you just look at, there's 12 platforms and I have to collect things. It seems so simple, but the fact that you can teleport from place to place with the platforms that are on the level really adds a lot of depth and complexity.
Yeah. And there's a lot of depth and there's a lot of complexity and there's a lot of different level designs.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, compared to a lot of the other Locomalito stuff, this game's actually really forgiving.
It is.
You get a lot more lives and a lot more tries in this compared to other stuff.
This one is definitely have some fun.
This is probably the easiest one of what we've played.
I
Maybe
think
that's
so.
because he's directly copying
right.
Maybe that was just easy.
That fellow was a little kinder in his brutality threshold for sure. And I find it just cool that it was a obscure British game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like that. It's just really cool.
Yeah.
I love the honoring that's going on here, and it feels like a game that is very modern at the same time.
This is neat and this is quirky, and this is the kind of thing too where if Locomalito wanted to make money, you could slap this on an iOS device or a smartphone.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
With randomly generated levels, and it's a quarter.
Right. Yeah. Literally a few cents. I mean, people would buy this game. You know? I mean, without a doubt. But it's Locomalito. Mad props, bro.
Yeah. But in any case, this is a nice little quirky little game. Lot about it's really interesting and it's kind of fun to play. I can see this is something I'll come back to every once in a while and just kill 15 minutes. Yeah,
a lot of yeah, that's the thing, is that with these games that this is one that definitely doesn't have a conclusion, you know, and it's perfect in that way though. It's a perfect game to come back to and have a little bite of at a time if you're in the mood. And man, I really, really loved this game. Yeah.
All right, check out EFMB Endless Forms Most Beautiful.